Good afternoon, Your Honor. Dan Garrett on behalf. State your name.
Or read.
Your Honor, I'll just start by saying Ms. Reed and I.
Let yourself go through that whole process. Let yourself just let it go, because no matter what, you're only a human. Real feelings, right? Real emotions. That's who you are. So to let you know, I don't expect anything but the greatest. Because when you first walked in and I first saw you, that's what I saw. Somebody that can be great.
It will be.
There you go. Is your mom always quiet?
Yeah.
Is she?
Yeah.
Mom, did you want to tell me anything? You don't have to. You can come on up. Come on up and be with your daughter. I watched the two of you walk in. What's your name?
My name's LaShannon.
Okay. What did you want to tell me?
I appreciate what you just said to her, that you see something in her, because I think she needs to hear it, because she feels like I'm biased.
Well, that's okay. You are.
Yeah, but I just think like not having her dad here to tell her that is a little bit, you know what I mean? And I don't really have any other male family member who does that. Not that they wouldn't, but like, you don't know her. And I appreciate you even saying, Mr. Gary told me you followed up with her, and that says something. And I think that she needs, whether it's you and her therapist being a male, I just think she needs a little bit like someone who's a little bit tougher will call her on her stuff, because as she says, I'm a softie, I guess. But just thank you for that, because you don't have to do that. You didn't have to do that. And that means more to me than anything else, really. So I wasn't expecting for you to say that.
Well, to the extent it's necessary, you're welcome. But I mean it all. I mean, there's
Okay.
there. And the young lady, one of the things your mother just said is so true. Because I think I told you the last time I lost my dad when I was 16, right? And I always say my dad when I was 16, but there were 4 of us.
Thank you.
When your mom's talking about just, sometimes we get maybe too caught up in gender and things, but there's something to be said about the way a mom says something to you, the way your dad says something to you, right?
Yeah.
But I had 2 sisters. So when I lost my dad, I had 2 sisters that lost their father. And each of them had to kind of pull through and do that and find those role models, find those people that believed in them. Okay. I don't always ask why my paths cross with whoever it crosses with. I sometimes just thank the good Lord that it has. And so, again, well, this is a bad thing. I'm just thankful that our paths cross.
Me too.
Okay. The court does acknowledge this is not a serious misdemeanor as defined by statute. However, it does believe there are reasonable grounds to depart from the presumption of a non-probationary sentence. Particularly, the alcohol screening assessment identifies the benefit of intensive outpatient counseling attendance at weekly AA meetings, and abstinence from all intoxicants. Probation, the court will therefore follow the recommendation of probation with the stated rehabilitative goals to promote change, prevent recidivism, and to monitor compliance of recommended treatment. It is therefore the sentence of the court. I will place you on 18-month probationary term. You are to pay $855 fines and court costs, $100 prosecution recovery cost, $100 police agency recovery cost, $540 probation oversight fees. When can you get that paid?
If I can do a payment plan, I can do 1,000 today, and then the rest on a second.
1,000 today. Let me ask you, is that your money? Yeah, because you're 21. Whose money is that?
My mom's.
Your mom's money?
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm getting my associates in human services right now.
What?
I'm getting my associates in human services. I have 4 semesters.
Okay. And are you over at Washtenaw or?
Yes.
So how much more do you have to go?
4 semesters.
Huh?
4 semesters.
To go?
Yes.
Ms. Valera, what were the total fines and costs? Well, let's do it. Somebody help me add. How many classes are you taking?
15.
Thank you. How many classes are you taking?
4.
4? What was your tuition bill?
It is around $3,000.
Pardon?
$3,000.
About 3?
Yes.
All right. Young lady, this is, I guess, the court's investment in your future. How about that? We'll do the 1,000. You make sure to do one thing. You make sure to pay your mom back. I'm going to waive $595 of it. So once the 1,000's paid, you're done. That's because you got that tuition bill. You got to make sure it's paid.
Thank you so much.
There should be no use of alcohol, recreational marijuana, or any illegal substance should be subject to random testing as requested by probation. You are to complete an intensive outpatient program, including all recommended aftercare with status reports to probation. You're to attend 2 A meetings per week with monthly verification to probation. You're to provide proof of the victim's impact panel attendance to probation. I will continue the scram tether until proof of the IOP enroll.
All right, let's talk about that. This hearing was a heartfelt mix of structure, empathy, and what felt at times like a quiet therapy session with a sentencing order attached. We had a young woman clearly struggling but trying standing before. Judge Simpson, who didn't just hear her case, he listened to her story. The courtroom energy was calm and deeply human from the outset, with defense attorney Dan Garrett stepping up and essentially offering her a moment of grace. Let yourself go through that whole process, he said. Real emotions, that's who you are. And it wasn't just empty words. You could tell from the way Judge Simpson followed that up that this was about more than just another case on the docket. Then her mom came up, adding another layer. She got emotional, saying she appreciated how the judge and Mr. Garrett spoke to her daughter like someone capable of greatness, something she admitted the young woman hadn't heard much, especially with her dad out of the picture. That means more to me than anything else, the mom said. You could feel how much she wanted her daughter to succeed, but also how out of ideas she was. Judge Simpson took that in stride and opened up about losing his own dad at 16, telling the young woman how important it is to find people who believe in you, even if they aren't family. It wasn't preaching, it was genuine connection, but this was still a sentencing hearing, and Judge Simpson made sure to stay grounded in the facts. The offense wasn't a statutorily serious misdemeanor, but the alcohol screening assessment supported a need for intensive outpatient counseling and consistent attendance at AA meetings. So he laid it out plainly. 18 months of probation. No use of alcohol or illegal substances, random drug testing, and proof of participation in outpatient treatment and a victim impact panel, the kicker. Court costs and fines totaled over $1,500, but then came the pivot. When the young woman explained she could pay $1,000 that day thanks to her mom, the judge agreed to waive the remaining $595. "This is the court's investment in your future," he said, making clear that the help wasn't a handout. It came with the expectation she'd pay her mom back and focus on her education, where she's working on an associate degree in human services. Judge Simpson handled this like a seasoned pro, empathetic but structured, personal but fair. It wasn't just about punishment. It was about planting a stake in the ground and telling a young woman, "You're capable of more, and I see it." He gave her accountability, yes, but also something we don't always see in court. Belief. If you found this hearing insightful, consider subscribing, hitting the bell, and letting me know your thoughts in the comments below. I read everyone.